ultimately, to see an idea go from your head into the physical space, the physical world, is always, it's overwhelming to say the least. In this particular case, it's like turning out so perfect that it's amazing. Behind me is a project called Vote that's being installed. It's 4 voting boxes, and we actually have 3 flamingos. This is not a normal scene, of course, but the flamingos are obviously very funny in terms of how they look, and they're behind the boxes, but really they represent people. Each one of these flamingos is an individual, in the same way we are. And the whole voting process gives each one of us an individual moment to vote our hearts and our minds. So it's metaphor for us. The scale is monumental. It's actually bringing into focus both the voting process, which is this building is dedicated to, but also this whimsical vision. And so this one's made out of stainless steel, automotive paints, and fiberglass, the same thing you might find in a boat. So these are all things that can last in the environments and take a lot of beating by all the different types of weather for a long time. Sometimes we do our sun models, but in this case we didn't. I don't know why we didn't. However, the shadows on the wall are like just an added benefit to this whole project. So this project will be dynamic throughout the day. There was another dimension to this project for me, which was the psychological or the emotional. So that's why each of the 3 individual flamingos, each has a different kind of look. For me, I thought the one all the way to the right-hand side was more focused in their own box, not looking. But I thought it was kind of whimsical when the other 2 flamingos are kind of almost looking at each other, seeing what the other person has on their face. Who are you voting for? So this project is actually a sign for this building. It actually kind of represents what happens inside. So this is making porous or making visible what's actually going to be going on inside of this building in terms of personally voting, but also processing votes and all that. So it kind of gives us a little indicator. A project like this is literally giving accessibility. It's allowing people to see this process, maybe for the first time as a new voter, and realize that they will be part of a much larger system. Even though these are big decisions that are being made, it all comes down to each one of us as an individual. There's another layer to this, which is that animals can't vote. And we actually are the people that vote, and we actually affect their habitats, their ecosystems, and all that. The whole project is about trying to make voting more accessible. It's basically trying to reveal some of this, the process itself for new voters. We hear this idea of voting and how powerful it is, what it means, But then there's each one of us that makes that up. So this is kind of giving us a little glimpse into what can happen as a voter.